Of recording on a beach front, you'll probably hear now. I'm just gonna remove pretty much all the instruments from the song. This took 6 hours of fine tuning and well, cleaning all the audio, of course, cleaning it, and basically what I do to clean audio that's got heavy wind sound. Remember that the actor's not always available, so it's not very easy to bring an actor back in and to record the same lines, especially not someone like Jesse G. In Chasing Tornadoes, I mean, he literally comes up with his own songs and all the lyrics, and he just spills it out. So at that specific time, if you're there to record it, you've got something. If not, you've lost the you've lost that originality. So this is the audio track, and you can see what I've done is I've assembled, I've cut it all into little bits, and I've taken out these little gaps here. This is where I've taken out all the audio, all the wind sound, and what I've basically done is I have dragged the audio in twice. So his voice is, yes, it's on one channel. That was his voice. But I've also brought it in twice. So I've repeated the voice and I've placed it on top of the other voice. So you've got his voice twice, and it strengthens his voice. And I'll show you how we get rid of the wind effects as well. So here we go.
Not the negotiation, the fireman has a lot well.
So there's his voice. There's still a little bit of wind rumble, as you can hear. Now what I do is I do a couple of things, because all of these little bits work towards it. As you can see, I've got a slight master echo on my one track. I've got a tiny little master echo on the one track, and I'm using an effect called Ping Pong Pulses. Now, Ping Pong Pulses is available on GarageBand, and what it does is it just gives it a little bit of a reverb of voice, which is very interesting. I also place his voice, being a little kid, there's no kid vocals track, but I put him on the female R&B vocals track, right? So you've got his voice. One is a clear cut, okay, one is a clear cut but slightly feminine sound, so it's kind of trebly. And the Ping Pong Pulses are an amazing way of getting rid of the wind effect. But now this is where the secret comes in, is you start adding the kinds of things that mask out wind effect. I find that a bassy sound is a very good idea. If you bring a bass sound underneath, bass tends to pull attention away from. So can you hear that? You can hardly hear the wind sound just because I've added bass. Low frequency acoustic guitar. The acoustic guitar helps quite a bit. One of the big secrets too is the beats. If your beats are nice and powerful, you can mask out the wind almost completely. You hear absolutely no wind already. I've got some other little combinations, and I'm very specifically looking for tracks that basically pull away any possible indication that there might have been wind in the track. Wind in the track is in the vocal track, must be pulled out, so use that. That one's got a bit of a drum snare in it. It's got like an unusual, almost a vinyl scratch, and I find the vinyl scratches, because they're so trebly, they can pull away any hint that there might have been a wind sound. So there's more vinyl. I've pulled in more vinyl, and again some more club dance beats. And The big trick, this is the big one, is the vibes. I pull in a very colorful, vibey piece of music, or a loop that just absolutely just makes any hint of wind disappear. So you can basically not hear any more of that wind, that terrible wind sound that was there. Yes, you can use the noise gate and you can use the compressor. I haven't used those yet because I find that once you've gone in that direction, that's it. But there we go. There's an echo. There's a reverb. I've definitely added those, and I've saved those to master track. And then I've put in a trumpet section. The trumpet section doesn't really do much. It's something I've played myself. There's a couple of instruments on here that I'm sort of playing, mostly through keyboard, but it just gives you a really cool idea. And the track will run something like this. So there it is. That's how you clean an audio track, a vocal audio track that has been recorded right on the beachfront, and especially for a music video, I think that is a great way to illustrate this.